Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, and welcome to another episode of How to Build. This is the series where I take all of my legend characters, or the campaign characters from the For Honor series, or just different characters in general throughout For Honor, and show you how to build them. What you need to do, what armor sets to use, what weapon styles to use, what colors to use, all that kind of fun stuff. And basically you, yes you, can make your own version of the characters I've made, or characters in the campaign. We've had a lot of fun doing the series, guys, and it's pretty easy to do, but I admit I did put it on hold for a while because I wasn't sure how many people really liked the series and I had other projects to worry about. But I've had a few people come to me and tell me that they want to see more of this, so I decided let's bring it back. And today we're taking a look at Einar Gulderson, my Warlord character. If you guys have not heard his legend, it has been released. It is available to listen to. You can go to the description below and click on the link, or look in the upper right hand corner of the screen and you should be able to see a link to it up there as well. Now, Einar Gulderson, I wrote him to be kind of this Jarl who had to prove his leadership capabilities and had to take a lot of risks with what he was doing and made himself into a legend in Valkenheim. So that was kind of what I was aiming for. I wanted to make him look like a legendary character. I know, Raider's the legendary one, but you know what, Warlord, this Warlord is up there too. Now, what a lot of people have talked about in terms of Einar Gulderson is that they always say Warlord doesn't have very good drip, so how did I get this drip for Warlord? Well, we're going to walk through it, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, for armor, we're going to start off with the Gilsdottir helm. The Gilsdottir helm. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Gilsdottir helm is this kind of fur tail on the top of it. I wish it didn't have that. But what I do like about it is the beard is cut to a moderate length. I don't like these beards where it's super long hanging down to their chest. I prefer it to just come down to about the base of their neck near their collarbone. This looks a little bit more natural to me. Plus, I like the side of the face protectors here. I think that looks really good. So this is definitely the helm you want to get. You want the Gilsdottir helm. For the chest, the Gilsdottir chest. This one just kind of matches the top, and again, it looks very realistic. It looks very nice. I like the fur shoulder guard. Now, a lot of the armor sets have a fur shoulder guard, like most of them do, but I feel like this one is the proper color. I like the grayish white look. It adds an aged feel, and it matches his beard very well, so I thought that would work in his favor as well. Plus, I really just do think it has a very complete look, and I can't get enough of it. It looks really, really awesome. And then for the arms, again, you probably guessed it, the Gilsdottir arms. Now for this one, the Gilsdottir arms, what I like about these is that there's armor all up and down the arm. Like, he's got cloth on, but he's also got the shoulder protection and the lower arm protection, which is going to be very helpful on both sides. I think that just looks fantastic. So definitely get the full Gilsdottir helm, chest, and arms, okay? Now, for the weapon, this will be a hard sell because some of you may not have this. For the weapon set, I got the Fabled Frasoggen blade, the Fabled Frasoggen hilt, and the Fabled Frasoggen shield. Now, these were available in the Battle Pass from some time ago. Pretty sure it was with the whole Ramiel thing. If you did not get this from the Battle Pass, I am sorry, you are out of luck. But I will tell you that you can do just as well if you get the Rimka shield and the rest of it. Because what I wanted to do with this was the shield and sword look very basic, but very, very good. There's an intricacy to the shield. It looks like something you'd find like in a book of legends. Or imagine the shield on the cover, right? On the cover of some Viking or Norse saga. Couldn't you see that there? I think that looks really neat. And as for the sword, let's take a look at that sword. Here's what I like about the sword. The handle is small. I don't like these handles where it's just, oh, we've got a very stumpy handle but very long crossguard. I don't like that. I like it where the crossguard is small but the handle is longer. I like that a lot more. I don't like this short stumpiness. Like, if you want to see what I'm kind of talking about, like, look at some of these. Like, in some of these, like, there's one that's really bad. Yeah, I don't like that one, for example. I don't like that one. Some of these just look really bad. I don't like that one. But this one right here, this is what I go for. This is the best one in my opinion. It looks like something you really get on an Ulfbert, and I feel like this just looks altogether awesome. It fits right into his hand, snug as a glove, so I think this one works perfectly well. So, in conclusion, Gilsdottir helm, chest, and arms, and Fabled Frasoggen blade, hilt, and shield. Got all that? Awesome. Let's move on to the rest. For traits, obviously you're going to be a default 1. For skin color, I do think it is mandatory that you go with the final option. And the reason I say that is because if you do this one, he looks a little too pale. He looks almost ghostly. Like, look at his face up there. Look at his eyes. He looks almost ghostly, and his eyes turn just this black that just doesn't work. And then if you get this one, it's a little too dark at that point. You can barely see him. So I go with this one. It's a nice medium ground. So you will definitely want to do the last skin color for this. For the ornament, you're going to want the Valhalla's Eikthrnir mask outfit ornament. That does mean you need to get the Valhalla's Eikthrnir mask outfit, which is still available. You can still get it. If I recall, yes, there it is. It is available in the illustrious outfit, and it gives you this really cool effect, but we are not going to worry about that effect right now, okay? So that's what you do for your ornament, the Valhalla Eikthrnir ornament. For the head, you want the paint pattern X and Diamond, which you get from the Death Raven's Elite outfit. And yes, Death Raven's Elite outfit. You can get one named after me. Isn't that nice? So you want the X and Diamond from the Death Raven's Elite outfit. And for the symbol, you want knotted as one, which is also from the Death Raven's Elite outfit. I really like this. It fits right into the helmet's cross pattern, and it just looks solid. I think that really looks good. For the left arm, what this will do is it will affect your shield. You don't want a damn thing. Don't get anything. No paint pattern, no symbol, no embossing. And I'll show you why. Let's say I want to add a paint pattern. That, I feel, ruins it a little bit. I don't want any paint patterns on it. I want it to just have that really cool scheme as it is. And if you put a symbol on it, no, it continues to make it look bad. No. Keep it clean. Don't get anything for this side, all right? Nothing on the left arm. For the right shoulder, you want the low hill paint pattern, which you get at Reputation 7, Level 2. So get your Warlord up to a little above Reputation 7, and you'll be able to get this one. It looks very basic, but when you combine it with the beak from the Death Raven's Elite outfit, it looks really, really neat. It's a nice little contrast as it goes from light blue to dark blue, and it has this big bird face on it, so I think that looks really, really neat. Now, you might be wondering, Raven, why are you getting all these Death Raven looks? Is it just because you're the Raven Knight, or is there a reason? Well, part of it's because I'm the Raven Knight, but the other part of it is because I do feel like the way it fits on Warlord, the way it connects to Warlord, especially when I want to go with this legendary look, I feel like the Raven look just fits very well. Ravens are very not mythical, but very unique creatures and folklore of Nordic origin, so I feel like the Raven look just really fits. For chest and back, it's a little bit of an upsell. You can kind of go with what you want because thanks to the crossing leather straps, it's a little hard to see the paint pattern and symbol, but here's what I use. I use the Dire X, which is from the Death Raven's Elite outfit, so get the Dire X's color pattern. And then for the symbol, the winged one, which looks like a Valkyrie with a wing underneath it, which is also from Death Raven's Elite outfit. So if you're learning anything from this, make sure you get the Death Raven's Elite outfit so that you can make this work for you. So again, the Dire X and the winged one. All right. And then for standards. For standards, I did the Drapery of Wyverndale, which you got from the Year 4 Season 1 Battle Pass. So if you did not get that Battle Pass, that's fine. In fact, if you want a good substitute, you can use the Inquisition's Rule 3, which is an excellent substitute, and you can get it now. Get it now while you still have the event pass for Death by Metal. Get it now, okay? All right, so Drapery of Wyverndale 1, and then for your symbol, nothing. For your embossing, use Celtic Weave, Reputation 22, Level 20. Celtic Weave 2, Reputation 22, Level 20. It adds a very nice texture and makes it look a little bit more armored than it actually is. I think that looks very, very nice. You can see it a little, it's hard to see on the side with the shield, but underneath here, try to look past the sword. I think it looks really, really good. All right, now for material, I use the light material, which you get at Reputation 9, Level 20, or you can buy it early for a certain amount of steel, but I would just grind up to Level 9, to Reputation 9, I would just go for it. So I want to use the light, and you'll see why, because the light's important. You want that light color, because the rest of these just don't look quite as good. That light is going to help, because it combines with this color. Y'all ready for the color? You want Patrol, which is gotten at Reputation 13, Level 14. The contrast of blues, navy, and silver just really make this pop. It really makes it look like he came from an icy north, and you combine it with the light material to create an icy feel to it, but still makes him stand out. Now, the gold that you see on the armor, like the gold on his helmet especially, really contrasts well with the blue. The gold and blue just work so well together. I just feel like this is a fantastic color scheme that goes along with them. So again, all of this you really want to get on the nose. Usually I'm kind of like, oh, you can mix and match a little bit. Nah, in my opinion, you really want to get this on the nose. Patrol is a necessity to make this look good. Okay? All right, so now on to the other stuff. For his feats, for feat 1, I use Deadly, which is a passive skill. Attacks deal slightly more damage every 3 seconds. Now, I don't just do that because I think it's a really great first feat. I got that one because, honestly, in his lore, he does get stronger over the course of the story, so I thought that would work. I use Juggernaut as a second feat, and honestly, I just use that because it's a very solid Warlord feat. Now, I use Tough as Nails for his third feat, and the reason I use that is not only does it raise his max health, but in the story, he becomes very tough as nails. He survives a freaking avalanche, so hey, you know what? That's something. And then finally, Fire Flask, not because he uses it in the story, but because, come on, it's a great third feat. So 2 of these you want to get because they fit to his story. The other 2 are just good Warlord feats. So you can kind of mix and match the way you want to, so that's the way I approach that one. For executions, I use Attitude Adjuster, Final Slumber, the best offense, and Can't Punch This. Now, I use Can't Punch This in the best offense because I feel these are 2 of the most realistic Warlord executions out there. They're the best way to use the sword and shield, and if you want more information on that, you can watch my executions graded video on Warlord, where I practically gush over these 2. Final Slumber, I think, works because Einar, at the end of the day, is a very respectful individual. He wants to show respect to his foes and to his allies alike, so I felt this was a very respectful execution. And then I use Attitude Adjuster, not only because it's a quick kill, but because I also feel like it's something of a respectful move, too. It looks like he's planting a tombstone for them and finishing them off quickly rather than letting them suffer. So I thought that this one would also be a good one for him. There are other good ones out there, but I feel like these are the best ones that you're going to want to get for Einar. For emotes, I use Paired Head to Head, just because I think it's a funny one. And Why Me? Now, I use this one because I don't think of him as wailing or anything like that. I think of him more as like praying to the gods or crying out in excitement or anguish or something like that. Because Einar becomes a very vocal person near the end of his story. He becomes kind of a leader in his own right. For combat, well done and sup. Honestly, because you don't really need a whole lot from Warlord. I mean, the only other good one is Ready, you know? The rest are, you know, just kind of respectful salutes, you know? For signature, I use Strength of the Bear, because Warlord is a strong fella and Einar is no exception. The thing about Einar is for a long time, he was just kind of like this person who didn't really take everything so seriously. He needed to grow into a leader, but then and so showing off was kind of his thing. But then as he grew older and became a stronger leader, he kind of earned that bear-like strength. And then finally, effects, none, and none. He doesn't need a lot of effects. I feel like Einar is just fine the way he is. He does not need any real fancy effects. And that, my friends, is how you build Einar Gulderson. It has been a while since I did a how to build video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it. Let me know also if you plan to make your Warlord look like Einar. If you'd like to use Einar, what do you like about him? Have you heard his story yet? If not, please go check it out. Let me know what characters you'd like to hear me talk about in the future. I'm going to be doing one soon on Deborah, my Black Prior, and I will also do one on Hervis Daubeny himself, how to build Hervis Daubeny. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.